Welcome to my channel, where we discuss everything and all things politics, economy, and development in Nigeria and around the world. Former chairman of the National Human Rights Commission and a professor of law, Chidi Odinkalu, has kicked and protested against Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom, Wike, who called for the body of benchers to debar Chidi Odinkalu for criticizing the judiciary. That is what we're going to talk about in this video. And if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, Google will rank it high and recommend it for more people. Thank you, and God bless you and yours. Now, Professor Chidi Odinkalu, a man who has taught law in Nigeria, in the United States, and the UK, highly respected scholar internationally, and who had been very critical of the Nigerian judiciary, because as a respected member of the profession, he wants to see the best of the judiciary. He wants the judiciary to be a reference point of stability, of integrity, of honesty in Nigeria's murky waters of politics. But that's not what he had found, and he had to speak up against it. So because of his persistent drawing attention to the rot going on in the judiciary, which he stands in a very good position, being a professor of law, to raise the issue. It has not gone down well with Nyesom Wike. Remember, it was Professor Chidi Odinkalu was the first lawyer of repute who first raised eyebrow when the minister of the FCT proposed building mansions or quarters for judges. And when Nyesom Wike narrated how he got the land that he gave to the judges, land that were initially allocated to Julius Berger, Professor Odinkalu was the first to draw attention of conflict of interest in that kind of situation, because he was the person that observed that supposing Julius Berger was to go to court and challenge Nyesom Wike's taking over of their duly allocated land, will the judiciary that has become recipient of the same land, would they be fair? Would they be trusted to give justice to Julius Berger? He had been very vocal in condemning the alleged close affinity between the minister of the FCT and some people in the judiciary. He said that this should not be allowed. He dismissed the claim that they wanted to assist the judiciary to have accommodation and others. Said, no, that's not the proper way to do it. Apparently, because of his position, Nyesom Wike has seen him as among lawyers and the Nigerian Bar Association that had been quote-unquote denigrating or degrading the judiciary and judges. And Nyesom Wike, it appears, can have none of it anymore. So an opportunity presented itself for him when the body of benchers visited the minister, and the minister recommended, among others, the punishment of those who go on TV, lawyers who go on TV to criticize judges and judgments, saying that they have frightened judges and all that. So, in reaction to that statement by Nyesom Wike, Chidi Odinkalu expectedly had to respond to him. And he had responded and told Nyesom Wike that we will tell your story when the time comes. We will tell your story when the time comes. So a lot of people are expecting for Odinkalu to tell the story of Nyesom Wike. Whether he will say it now or later, Nigerians are waiting with anticipation of what he had to say, because he is somebody who is highly learned in the legal profession, and he is somebody who is respected internationally, because he's not a tea party to teach law in UK and teach law in United States. Means you are good at what you are doing. And Chidi Odinkalu is good in what he is doing. So now that he said that they will tell the Wike story when the time comes, you can bet that he will tell the story. And he has used his Twitter handle to lash out to Nyesom Wike and saying his own mind of what he think of Wike, and it's an indication of what is to come. Odinkalu wrote in his verified Twitter handle, he wrote, and I quote, he said, Nigeria's powerful cabinet minister of the FCT and former Rivers State Governor, Nyesom Wike, has a very dependent relationship with dangerous beverages. Last week, he consumed some of that stuff, and while under the influence, asked the hashtag Body of Benchers to get me disbarred for saying the truth about his habit of seeking to accessorize the judiciary. End of quote. That's Professor Chidi Odinkalu, former chairman, National Human Rights Commission, saying what he think about Nyesom Wike and his call for him to be disbarred for criticizing him and for criticizing the judiciary. But from the tone, from a series of tweets by Chidi Odinkalu, it is obvious that Chidi Odinkalu is not going to stop anytime soon in calling out the judiciary when they get it wrong, when they don't do the right thing. Chidi Odinkalu is somebody who believes that the judiciary should be above board. Like the Caesar's wife, it should be above reproach. It should not be a body that should be tainted by association with the executive. He frowns at it. He thought it's not a good thing. It should not be supported. And he is not in support. There's nothing to convince him that it is good for the executive to be building houses for the judiciary. And if you look at it very well, the judiciary is an arm of government. Why should the executive be helping the judiciary? The judiciary should have their own fund, even if it means to amend the constitution. But already it has been confirmed that the judiciary has their own budget. In that budget, the budget is also like every other budget in any ministry. You have a budget for execution of fiscal projects. like buildings. So if they want to build quarters for judges, the Ministry of Judicial Ministry, Ministry of Justice should be able to build houses for the judges. If they don't have enough money to do it, they can do what other arms of government are doing. Partner with the private sector. Partner with the private sector to build houses for judges, in which judges will pay part of the money for the houses from their salary, instead of waiting for a do-gooder executive that will help to get something in return, which has led to a situation where Nigerians have lost confidence in the judiciary. Nigerians have lost confidence in several institutions. So it's a good thing that people like Chidi Odinkalu is out there trying to protect the judiciary, trying to make the judiciary to remember what is its role in the Constitution, what it's supposed to do. It is to resolve conflicts between various arms of government. It is not for it to be in close relationship with any arm of government. It is not for it to ingratiate itself to the executive by giving them the kind of judgment they want, so that they can give them the kind of mansion they like. That's not what the judiciary should be. I think that's what Chidi Odinkalu is pointing out. The judiciary should be a judiciary in which the judges should be content with whatever they are provided, and whatever they need, let it be provided by the ministry. They should not go beyond that to seek for favors, to seek for help, to seek for support. Oftentimes, even if they want to support, when governors and ministers like Wike say, want to help you build a house for yourself, say, no sir, thank you, we don't need your houses. Take care of other Nigerians. Judiciary, we take care of ourselves in this ministry. Go and build houses for teachers. Go and build houses for nurses. Go and build houses for people in low-income earners. They need houses more than all these justices. So we need to get to a Nigeria where, when such support comes, the judiciary will reject it. That's what Chidi Odinkalu is fighting for. And that is not what that's not such an ideal. It's not something you can say you will debar somebody for speaking truth, for trying to make the judiciary to cleanse itself. I don't know what you think about this. What is your position on Chidi Odinkalu calling out Nyesom Wike for calling on the body of benchers to disbar him for criticizing the judiciary? What is your position? Are we still in a democracy? If we are in a democracy, why should somebody be disbarred for pointing out the ills in our judiciary? Because if there were no ills in our judiciary, why is the present Minister of Justice, the present Justice, Chief Justice of Nigeria, Kekereekun, why is she reforming the judiciary? If the judiciary was perfect, it is because of complaints, talks by people like Odinkalu. That's why they are doing some kind of reform. Whether it's far enough to be able to address the complaint and the issues raised by Chidi Odinkalu, that's a matter for another day. So what do you think? Let's hear from you at the comment section. Thank you for watching this video, and if you are new to my channel or have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, Google will rank it high and recommend it for more people. Thank you, and God bless you and yours.